Hey y'all, glory to God. Welcome to the Kingdom Woman channel where living for God is made practical. I am Mariah, the Kingdom Woman. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. So today's video is about me venting because we all have to do it sometimes. And I've been placed in a really unique situation. And because of the unique situation that I've been placed in, there's no one around me. And I really don't have nowhere else to vent. So I'm going to talk to you guys today. Yesterday I had like one of the hardest days of my life. And I've been through some things. So if I say I had a hard day, oh, you know that day was hard. And at this point in my life, situations don't make life hard for me. Like something popping up out of nowhere or no, you know what I'm saying? I can knock those out. This was all about mindset. This challenge that I had to face was all about mindset. And man, it was really hard for me yesterday because the challenges that I was facing all dealt with mindset and where my mindset was. And I'll just go ahead and give you guys a little bit of background information. So, like if you haven't already been watching, like I'm in this like wilderness position where God has given me a vision and I'm just waiting to walk right on into it. But the thing about it is that it ain't happened yet, which is cool. Which is cool because ain't nothing I can do to change that. And so yesterday was challenging for a variety of different reasons. Like I think it was a lot of spiritual warfare, of course. Anytime your mind is being attacked like that, it can't be nothing but spiritual warfare. Like I just ain't just wild, crazy or nothing like that. But what was unique about yesterday was man, I think God is taking me somewhere higher in Him, which is wild. Like, bro, it's wild because I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how high I gotta get? How high I gotta get? No, like for real, how high I gotta get? Because for one, I live in Enterprise, Alabama. God got me out in Enterprise, Alabama. Glory to God. And I'm from the Midwest. Yep, I'm from the Midwest. But I've been out here for so long. If you listen to me talk, you probably wouldn't think that I was from the Midwest. Because I've been here for so long. I've been in Alabama for 11 years. But I've been in Enterprise almost a year. It'll be a year next month. I've been in Enterprise. Man. That's wild. Okay, and so Enterprise is one of those places where you don't just come to. Like, you got to be real determined to stumble across Enterprise, Alabama. Because it ain't nothing here, for one. And two, it ain't easy to get here. Like, so you got to be like real deliberate. Like, you ain't just going to just be like, oh, I wanted to go to Enterprise. Like, no. Like, people ain't even never heard of this little place. I tell people all the time, Like my family, like I live in the woods, bro. You don't want to come out there. They think they do, but they have no idea. So, yes, I'm out here alone, which is wild because I was already, I ain't, because wasn't nobody around me, I was already, spending all my time like praying and listening to sermons and, listening to my audio Bible and, like just feeding my spirit. That's pretty much what I do. And then I'll go to the gym or I'll walk my dog or, do chores or whatever. So that's pretty much what my day consists of. Or like if Satan try to run up, then we're gonna have to like smack him and you know what I'm saying? Handle that. So that's pretty much, how that go. Okay. So what made it challenging was like I was just minding my business, you know what I'm saying? Like I was on my job, I was making 6 figures. And this was after I had moved out here, mind you. This was after I had moved out here. And I'm just putting some gel on my hair right now. But this was after I had moved out here. So I was working, I was just minding my own business. Next thing you know, God like, oh, you gonna have to come up out of that job. I just felt like it was time for me, like God was calling me somewhere else. And because of the resistance and the warfare I was having on the job, I know that that's a sign that it's time to move on. Like I done been, every time I felt that feeling, it was time for me to move on. So I already knew it was time for me to move on. So I did that. So now I'm just like out here. In Enterprise, Alabama, y'all. Trying to figure this thing out. Okay, so then I'm just minding my business still. Minding my business still. Dang. So I think I got the vision like right at the same time. I can't think which came sooner. The vision or what? I know I was feeling, I knew I could see the signs that it was trying to move on from the job. But I left my job and then I got the vision. Yeah. So I left my job on the 25th and then I got the vision around the 30th, which was my aunt's birthday. And so I was out of town and, everything was just making sense. I'm just like, why me? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I be saying that all the time. Like, I didn't ask for none of that. Like, I was just minding my own business. And when I say that, it's the absolute truth. But that doesn't mean I'm any less dedicated to the vision than, what I would have been if I would have asked for it. That's just my personality. Like, I don't know. That's just my personality. I don't know, when you got a spirit of excellency, like anything you dedicate yourself to, you dedicate yourself to. So I was already like dedicated to this vision. And I'm just like thinking in my head, like, okay, so if God gave me the vision, then it must be like time to walk into it. And 2 months later, I ain't walked nowhere except to the trash can and back. No, I'm just playing. For real though. Yes. So But mind you, at the time, like I didn't really even know a lot about the person that the vision was connected to, because I don't get off into stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like geographically, from where I am to where this vision is, like it's so much stuff in between there. You know what I'm saying? That my mind could have been focused on anything. Like, so I wasn't even thinking like that. But at the same time, it's like, well, if that's what you know, that's where God is calling me, then it is what it is. And so when I think about stuff like that, situations like that, to me, you know what I'm saying? I understand, like, before the foundation of the earth was laid, God knew me and He knew everything I was going to go through. So, you know what I'm saying? If God got something like that for me, then it was always meant for me. But I just had to become the person that could receive that. You know what I'm saying? We all have an inheritance. We just got to receive it. So, you know what I'm saying? To me, like, it's like a destiny thing. Like, that's, my destiny. So I'm locked in, right? I'm locked in to the vision because I'm thinking, this is what it is. And then, I'm getting like confirmation, like, just keep serving, they sent for you type stuff. And so that's what I do. That's why I make these little videos. Because because I have been told to just keep serving and they sent for me. But mind you, I don't even get off into social media all like that. Like, if God want me to, do that, then I will. But that ain't, what I'm saying? That ain't my bread and butter. Like, looking into the vision and looking into the organization and looking into that situation, like, bro, you don't need me for social media. You need me for something else that I don't even talk about on here, because I just don't. Like, there's no reason to. So I don't even get off on all that. But you're not getting out, so you might as well just go ahead and sit back down. No, because you should have thought about that. As soon as I let you out, you doing stuff you ain't got no business doing. So you can think about what you're doing. Yeah, well, it is what it is. So yeah, so I'm locked into the vision, and I'm thinking, because I received the vision, that it has to be time for me to step into the vision. Like, why would you give me the vision and you know what I'm saying, I can't step into it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of sense that make? But God's ways are not our ways, and His thoughts are not our thoughts, and that don't make it any easier to accept the fact that I ain't walked into this vision yet. Nope, it sure don't. And so okay, and so me being the person that I am, once I got the vision, I'm like, okay, well, let me do some digging. Because I don't know anything about the person that is connected to or the organization. Because I be minding my own business. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because I'm gonna be dedicated, nevertheless. I'm looking to see, what can I do to help this be as successful as possible. So that's where I was at. So I'm doing like research, trying to figure out, what the organization is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do they need? What's missing? What are they asking God for? What do they believe in God for? And how can I be of service? Right. Because that's the appropriate thing to do. So that's what I did. So, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm praying so I could align myself with everything. Whew. And, yeah, you might as well be sitting down because you're not getting out. And so, you know what I'm saying? For a while, because this person they also had a social media presence. I was, using their social media presence to like boost my faith. And so last week was hard because they ain't been on social media. And I don't know if it was like a God ordained thing or what, but you know what I'm saying? So now I have to stand on my own too. Not really on my own too, but I feel like it's God calling me to not have a dependence on the person's social media presence more than I do on him. Because even though everything has been promised, man, God is a jealous God. And I think if God would have let the door open sooner, I may have ended up too enamored with the prize instead of, serving, or instead of focusing on God or whatever. So in this time that I'm still waiting, He's taking me higher and deeper, and it don't feel good, but that's the reality of it. And so now I'm just having to trust that, one, I'm just not crazy. Which it would have been it really would be easier to just be like, oh, I'm crazy. And all this is made up, and the devil concocted it. He concocted this whole fantasy of how we was all gonna tear down his kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that's why I say I have to wake up every day and choose this. Because I really do. Because it's so wild, bro. Like, who think of this stuff? God. If God wouldn't have gave me this vision, it would have been no way on God's green earth. And I've seen this person. I've seen this person on social media several times. And I just was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Good, you got some good stuff on there. And I just went on about my business. That's why he had to come back and tell me to look again. When he told me to look again, I'm like, oh. Okay. Wild. So, yeah. So last week was hard because the person's social media presence wasn't there. And so, dang, and I really hadn't realized, like, if the person's social media presence would not have been removed, I'm not sure I would have realized how heavily I was dependent on it to fuel my belief in this vision instead of depending on God to bring forth the vision. So even though it sucked, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand that. But I'm just like, dang, God, you trying to make a power. What are you turning me into? A Power Ranger? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you making me into a Power Ranger. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm working on these muscles. And you know what I'm saying? I'm working on all this spiritual stuff. And I'm working on my gifts. And there, how many people you know that went into the Bible and went in the wilderness alone with God and came out with nothing? Like, that's really what he doing with me right now. He sent me into the wilderness alone, by myself, across the country, and he made sure, like, nobody could get to me, and I wasn't gonna go out of my way to get to nobody, because it takes like an hour and a half to even get to the closest city driving. And that ain't even a city. Like, the first city might be like Birmingham, and that's what, 3 hours, 2.5 hours. I don't know how far is Birmingham. Like 2.5 hours. So I'm just like, dang, God, you making a Power Ranger, ain't you? You making a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, bro. Oh man, because that is what it feels like. Except for the Power Rangers, they just got like equipment and then they just had powers. And I gotta go in the wilderness. If I ain't in the wilderness, what is this? What is this? The woods, man. Them is the woods. Them is the woods, bro. And if I ain't in the wilderness, then why is my door wide open? You know why my door wide open? Because I know good and well ain't nobody finna come out here. Nobody finna come out here, bro. So yeah, that's why my door is wide open. Beethoven, I'm gonna need you to do better because I let you outside this morning and you went over in them folks' yard and you peed on their bushes, and I don't appreciate that. And you waited for me to not be looking to do it, so I do understand that you know good and well that that's not what you were supposed to be doing, and that's why you in the cage right now. Do better. So yeah, my curls is popping. I'm gonna go ahead and floss. And then I'm gonna go to the gym. But yeah, I'm just, in a point I'm just in this position where, God is turning me into a Power Ranger. And, I'm, like, what kind of Power Ranger? Which one was the craziest? Because that's how this vision is. That's how I feel holding on to this vision, because it's like, wow, bro. And I don't understand why I can't talk to the person that's connected to the vision. Like, bro, you like real good at sending subliminals, and I'm just not understanding. Like, did God give you like a Holy Ghost gag order? Cause He didn't give me one. Wouldn't it just be easier if we could like talk? But then, like, God being God, He probably would tell you just not even to talk to me. until he say. Because then we wouldn't need faith to depend on him. So I think maybe it's a faith thing to make sure that our dependence is on him and not each other. Or I could just be crazy. Yeah, I could just be like incredibly crazy. And I've thought of all of this and you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what made yesterday hard. So now I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna even do with myself. You know, part of me I think understands that it may be appropriate to sit still. And then ooh, about to go get this gymnast action. Get this gymnast action. But yeah, like I wish I could just talk to this person so they could confirm or deny whether I was crazy or not. But I seen that yeah, I seen that intro. And I don't know if he was supposed to do that or not, but I seen it. It meant a lot. It really did. Because I felt less crazy, for sure. But then, like, the next week came, and it was just like nothing. So then, you know how your mind just wanders. So I think moving forward, I'm going to have to go ahead and figure out, like, man, it's challenging because I'm not from here. You know what I'm saying? And I go to a white church, so they really don't, like, it's a big church, too. Yeah, they have 3 services. But I am interceding for folks a lot more. So that's cool. Man, this mind thing is crazy. I think God is strengthening my mind. Because there's not, man, if you get put out in the wilderness, nobody and nothing, You don't have no choice but to strengthen your mind or just be a loser. Which I ain't gonna do. Wow. Thank God is preparing me for my destiny. That's a tough pill to swallow. Thank God you using this time to prepare me for my destiny. Oh, that makes sense. That's a tough pill to swallow. But that would make sense why the person's social media presence got removed, because their social media presence is not going to be there when I have to fulfill my destiny. And I could have, oh, this stuff nasty. Let me just go ahead and knock it out. Take it to the head real fast. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. I think I need to be, man, I think God might just be strengthening my mind. I'm gonna be a walking brain, bro. If you strengthen my mind anymore, I'm gonna be a walking brain. But you know what? All our battles are mental. It takes determination, which comes from the mind, to even do the physical things, to overcome physical challenges. It's mental. Everything is mental. I wish black men realized that. Once you conquer the mind, you conquer everything else. So maybe that's what God is just challenging me to do. Like I said, I've been through some things, and I've overcome things that you wouldn't even imagine. So yeah, person, if you seeing this and you able to talk to me, and you can tell me whether or not I'm crazy or not, you know what I'm saying? That would be great, because even if I'm crazy, I can accept that. It just move on. But if I'm not, then I really gotta like stick to this. But then, would you really even be able to tell me? Because then it's like I wouldn't need faith anymore, because you just told me. So then I would have to ask myself, would you even have the capability to tell me or to answer that question? Probably not. Probably not. Alright, I'm ready to get up out of here. Yeah, so that was me venting, and I do feel like a whole lot better. So I thank you if you watched to the end. I really appreciate that. Trying to live that straight teeth life out here. Nah, I'm just playing. I fell asleep and didn't put my retainers on last night, so I'm gonna wear them today. At least the tops, because the bottoms hurt my tongue. If I can get away with it.